Hey Scorpio, how are you guys? We're going to do your reading. It looks like, I'm just going to show you pre-shuffle real quick, but it does look like finances are improving drastically, and there's been some clarity about some challenges. So in this reading, we are going to lay out a spread, do probably a love reading, but it does look like money's coming through for you. So we'll see. But we're going to look into you and the person or situation on your mind, current energies, next actions, get some advice, and just get super nosy about how they feel about you or how the situation's going to unfold, maybe get some timelines, etc. Okay, so just let me show you real quick just the pre-shuffle. And the reason I wanted to show you is because this Nine of Pentacles kept coming out, wouldn't really leave me alone, which is abundance, it's independence, it's wealth. This is a beautiful, it's not major arcana, but it is a beautiful card. It can also represent earth signs, so Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, but just very indicative of wealth. And then the next card that came out is King of Swords. This is showing the sword is up, looks like a needle in the haystack is what I'm getting here, or the eye of the storm, the eye of the needle. It's like you've been facing that, and guess what happens after the storm? The clouds clear, the storm clears, and then things get calm, right? So I'm feeling that somehow to do with, again, we're talking about money right now, but we are going to lay out a spread and probably get more on love, or we're going to ask. And then the next card was the Five of Wands, which is competition. And because this is such a strong money influence in this reading, I'm going to say this is competition. Sometimes it could be bickering or gossip, but it looks like there's some competition with strategy. Okay, but you're coming out ahead. You've got the King of Pentacles is summing it all up. So that's amazing. That is like such a great, wonderful, amazing pre-shuffle to start off your reading with. Okay. And I think that it's been difficult, but it looks like, for sure keep going. For sure it looks like you have used strategy. You definitely want to keep using strategy, not in a deceptive way, but just more like a due diligence way. And realize that the competition card, it could play out two ways. It could imply or mean, and both are accurate, that the competition is... it could mean that you are facing competition. Other people are wanting what you have or what you're going after. So in that sense, it could be, you could use that to, instead of using that as there's too much competition, just remember there is always enough. So the message, whether it's telling you, yes, there's competition, it's still boils down to the other meaning, which is, we live in an infinite universe, okay? There's always enough money. There's enough for everyone. There's no shortage, okay? So you whether you're dealing with competition or not, it's kind of like could drive you to work a little harder or, stay on top of things, but don't ever fall into that mindset of lack, like there's not enough, okay? Look at that. This is possibly going to be a money read. And of course, as soon as I turn on the camera, my camera stops focusing, and I do check it before I turn it on. But anyway, so we have the Ace of Pentacles here, some stable new beginnings. Something is finally growing, and see how y'all's energy is super strong. I love it. So see how this like weed is growing through the crack here? How crazy is that, right? It's remember in the pre-shuffle we had the needle in the haystack feel, or the eye of the needle, something that was like difficult to do. It's coming. All right. So it's kind of like an against the odds, but this is definitely something stable. Could be a gift from the universe, something stable that's taken root, that's going to flourish. So whether that's business or love, it's some sort of major stability coming in. Okay. And here, look at this. Three of Cups. This is cooperation. So again, partnerships, money, working together. All right. So, embrace that. Don't try to do everything yourself. It's, three heads are better than one, but this is Three of Cups could be friendships or a celebration, but it is definitely a togetherness, and it's with other people. Oh man. Okay. So recent past, 10 of Wands. So that's, it's been a lot of work. It's been a long road, but look at the experience. This could imply experience. Look at what you're picking up along the way. Jeez, my camera is so frustrating. Okay, there we go. See the flowers? How beautiful. She's carrying a heavy burden. She's doing a lot of work. Crowning the star. Love it. Dreams, hope, healing. Don't lose hope. Shoot for the stars. You know, visualize, appreciate the steps that you're taking. Try to embrace the journey, but definitely don't lose hope on whatever it is you are focused on and thinking about. Okay, so 2 of Wands, you may have a fork in the road coming up and you're looking at which direction is best. She's got the whole world in her hands, so this is a very big decision. Bottom of the deck, King of Cups. Look at that. King of Cups represents love. There is a lot of love, so for some of you this might be a love reading. Probably both. Okay, so 4 of Swords. This is kind of feeling like, well, the 4 of Swords is about taking a break, it's resting, it's regrouping, it's like a timeout. But it's not over. So, you know, maybe it's implying take a break when you need to, but don't let that be the end. Somebody might, I feel like you guys are really going through a huge area of growth and something to do with, like, instead of being so easily discouraged or going, oh, this is never going to happen, it's there's like some level of maturity that's happening. Wow, sorry for my clock. Some of you guys love the clock and some of you don't, but here's the Emperor. The Emperor, he's strategic. He's strong, decisive. This is how others view you. All right, so very much in your power. It also could be a card of what's influencing you. So there could be somebody, a boss, a father, a male role model that's influencing you. Okay, so Gemini energy here with the Lovers. We also have Aries and Aquarius. We have all the signs, but if you want to just talk about major arcana, we have the Lovers card here. The Lovers card is a decision. And I almost said this, the blue bird was pulling attention in the very beginning. So bluebirds might be a sign to watch for, relevant somehow, or even just the color blue. Water, feathers, boats, which those came through in Aries reading also. So the Lovers card, you guys check out the Aries reading if you are feeling the Aries reading was so powerful. It was about, if you have Aries in your chart, it was about, it took me a while to figure it out, but it was somebody coming through, some loved one coming through from heaven, trying to connect and show guidance and, you know, remind you who you are. It was pretty deep reading. But anyway, we got the Lovers here in the advice position, and it is again like what's next, implying a decision. So there is a decision. Twice now we have the Lovers card is about a decision between 2 people. So if we pull this all together, it's stay in your power, stay strong, don't show your weaknesses, or don't, you know, over explain. This is making a firm decision and sticking to it. So that's your advice. We will use some clarifiers. And the outcome is 8 of Wands. Looks like it's travel, communication, umbrellas. Beautiful card. It's elevating. So you definitely have a positive, that's a very positive card. So 3 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So this is again depicting what we picked up in the beginning, which was longevity with those long braids. So things are definitely progressing. Oh, I never thought about this, but I wonder if I could use that. I'm not at my desk, obviously. So it's so nice today because I have the house to myself. So I wanted to film downstairs because that doesn't happen very often. I'm constantly interrupted. Normally. Okay. All right. Well, gorgeous. Okay. So you have I think the decision is going to be, has something to do with taking action and not feeling stuck or stranded. It's about forward motion. But let's just get let's get some clarifiers, some general clarifiers. Wow, Queen of Pentacles. So this decision very much could be about who is going to be the better partner, who's more of a power player, because you got King and Queen of Pentacles. Oh, didn't we have King of Pentacles in the beginning? I thought we did. Maybe it was pre-shuffle, but Queen of Pentacles, she's resourceful. She's wealthy. A lot of abundance energy coming through here. And it's well-deserved. So the Queen of Pentacles with the King of Pentacles, that is a power couple. The Devil card, Capricorn energy. This is strategy. It is... with the spider web, what it's depicting is, there is an intricate plan. You may not see all the little threads of the spider web. You know how some of them are translucent, you don't see them, but they're still there and they're still holding everything up. So just because you can't see every little thing or every little way that things are going to work out, just, they're still there. Okay, so it seems like things are intricately woven. The Devil card is about it could be indicate attachment. It could indicate an obsession or a kind of like an addiction or attachment. So, but referencing again, just because you can't see everything doesn't mean it's not there. Capricorn energy, Devil card. Wow, the Chariot, actually three. 3 cards about travel and motion. Forward motion could be long distance. Sorry, I'm gonna have to try and fix this lighting issue again. Or maybe I just have to learn how to hold it. Let me try again. Nope. Sure. It's so frustrating. Sorry guys, I just hate for you not to see the cards. There you go. So it's been a long journey. It could be slow motion, but definitely you've got forward motion. This reading is totally, everything's leaning towards things are going forward. There are several cards about travel. Page of Wands. This is communication. Good news. Something coming through. You're going to hear about maybe travel plans. It looks like something you've been looking for, or looking forward to hearing from someone about. Again, I'm feeling this is, it's like you're maybe getting news about the green light, something going through. Let's see. We'll start clarifying, get a little bit deeper. Wow, I just put this back. It was at the bottom of the deck, King of Wands. So that's all about action. Wow, Queen of Wands. 2 power couples here. That's pretty crazy. Let's start clarifying. You guys stick around to the end if you want to do the yes/no question with the pendulum. Okay, so tell me about this. Ace of Pentacles. What is a stable new beginning? Give us a little bit more. Friendships, it involves others. Hierophant, very stable. There's an element of honesty, tradition, partnerships, respect. So those could be hints to, if you're trying to make a decision about someone, those could be hinting you towards which person to go towards, you know. The next card is the Emperor. So the Hierophant, and why did we get, what did we get? We got the 3 of Cups. What's the deal with the 3 of Cups? The Emperor just showed up, so it could be an Aries that's a, you know, critical player here. Okay, so 2 of Swords, that's so interesting. Why the 2 of Swords? You may have to block someone out to make the peace somewhere else. Somebody who's maybe not honest. Yeah, something that's that's kind of secretive may need to be blocked. That may help you with a decision. Or maybe it's not falling into gossip. or believing it. Go straight to the source could be, you know, just a nice reminder. Let me get one more on that. My gosh, yeah. This is all about truth, honesty, stability. Stick with what's stable. Don't get pulled into things that are, you know, willy-nilly or, here's the progress card again. Things that are solid, stable. You have something very big. Oh, you know what else? This is something you don't see. You may not even see this coming yet or feel like it's not coming, but something very stable is coming. You got the Ace of Pentacles clarifying the very beginning, which started with the Ace of Pentacles. So tell me about the Ten of Wands. Why have things been hard? It's been hard to move forward. Something's been blocking progress. And maybe it's that you don't even know why or understand why. But you keep moving forward because this is coming around. Let's see what's going on with the Star. Hopes, dreams, keep your eye on it, on the why, okay? Keep your eye on the why. Remember why you do it. All right, I'm going to grab that. Wow. Ace of Cups. New love. I mean, that's what you can't see. Tell me about that Ace of Cups. That's amazing. You got Ace of Cups and Ace of Pentacles. So it looks like both. Okay, wow. The three, this kind of gave me chills. The Three of Cups in reverse. So there is something, it looks, this could be third party, but it's in reverse. So that looks like that's coming to an end. Whenever that comes to an end, new love comes in. I want one more on that, please. Okay. Okay, somebody's going to get left out in the cold. So it feels like there was some sort of deception, something that was, somebody that's not honest or not on the up and up looks like it's going to be caught out. And there may be something behind the scenes that's been going on that's been kind of hindering progress and growth, like a negative energy. What's the Two of Wands? Let's look at the Two of Wands. Competition, bickering. Yeah, I'm feeling like there's a negative energy here. Like maybe some sort of, we had the Devil and the Emperor twice. So there could be some sort of narcissistic energy that's been kind of trying to, you know, not cooperate or causing negative energy behind the scenes. Nine of Cups is sometimes like a narky card for me because it's like, has that vibe of entitlement. This is somebody that looks like they're like, I deserve all this and I'm going to take as much as I can. Somebody who's not contributing or is causing difficulty, holding things down. It looks like that person will be cut out, which will make things start anew. Okay, the Tower card just flipped out. This could have to do with somebody who's, you know, maybe a jealous love, ex-love, King of Cups. Somebody who has a lot of love or feels a lot of love, swimming in a sea of love, but here's the Tower in reverse. So the Tower is when something major happens and causes things to, you know, a weak foundation or things that are, you know, built on a weak foundation come crashing down and forces us to rebuild. I know I'm supposed to be doing the love reading, but this is feeling very financial. Maybe love got in the way of you being seen for who you are, recognized. But that's turning around now. Six of Wands. Let's see, what else? Where are we? We've got King and Queen of Wands down there. I'm trying to go back to the cards the way they were in order. Okay, so the Emperor in the position of things that are affecting you or affecting the situation. Look, and it's right next to the Devil card. Again, it looks like there is some negative force. And again, it's like you can't see everything with the spider webs on that. But let's look at this Four of Swords. Maybe you need to step away and pull yourself back from something that's been a negative force in your life. It's been hindering. And remember, yes, look. Remember, we have a big decision energy here. Oh, come on. So Six of Swords, leaving something that's been draining, getting away from it, some energy that's been draining and caused a need for healing. It's like stepping away from it. Outside influences, I mean, we could read this as a negative, this Emperor with the Devil card, somebody very controlling. So don't create something if that's not accurate. If it's somebody positive, then take it as a positive. But it looks like there's been a negative outside influence affecting things, but it's being shut down. And there's a big decision. Tell me more about the decision. This is Ten of Cups. It's like following your happiness, Ten of Cups. I'm frustrated. Sorry, guys. I'm going to fix my lighting again. There we go. Ten of Cups. So a decision is towards full-blown happiness. It's not dwelling on it anymore. It's kind of when you go, if you really can step away and look at the situation and go, it's pretty black and white here. XYZ makes me unhappy. I want to be happy. So I'm going to go away, move away from XYZ, whatever that energy is. It literally could have to do with the move. I mean, we do have a lot of move, travel energy, but this is pretty fascinating, actually. The Lover's card clarified by happiness. Choosing happiness. That's your advice. Eight of Wands. Outcome. Eight of Wands. Communication. Also travel. Five of Cups. Sadness. Five of Cups. Five of Cups is somebody that's very focused on what's not good, on what's lost. And if this person would just turn around and see, he's got two standing cups in the background. So you may have to turn away from the things that are sad and stop focusing on them, because our brains are wired to protect us. Therefore, they will always be looking for the negatives. So we have to teach them, because, our ancestors, they had to run from lions and tigers and dinosaurs and all that. So we are still wired that way, but we can retrain our brains to focus on the positives. This person needs to turn around. And the more you can do that, the more you force yourself to focus on the positives, you're developing clear, stronger neural pathways. It becomes easier and easier, and eventually it can become your default. But as of now, most of us are focused or trained, our brains are trained to focus on what's wrong, and that's, the brilliance of our mind to protect us. But yeah, this is about turning around and focusing, he needs to turn this is showing somebody's got their back turned to the good, and that's saying it needs to change. That needs to change. This Eight of Wands is big change. And then under the deck, this is a strong reading. Under the deck, we have the Four of Pentacles, which is protection. So there is an element of being, protecting yourself. Let's get another one on that. And then we'll do a yes, no question. We'll also run through the Zodiac. So if you're to get secret feelings and emotions of the person or situation on your mind. So like saying, if you're dealing with an Aries, we'll pull a card on that. If you're dealing with a Cancer, we'll pull a card on that. If you're dealing with a Pisces, we'll go through the whole Zodiac. So here we got Page of Cups, Eight of Cups. So communication's coming in. And it's very, very good news. It's going to get you fired up, make you feel passionate. If anybody's struggling with, lack of energy or low energy, there are little things you can do. Remember, when we sit on the couch and not do things, we kind of breed more of that stale energy. And I think we all do it, especially if you don't have to, get up and get dressed and be somewhere. So make sure you're splashing cold water on your face. If you're having trouble getting out of the bed or off the couch, rub your hands together, create some heat and some energy there. You can do stretches in bed. I start trying to do ankle circles and wiggle my feet and stretch my hands and in bed, if I'm having a hard time getting up, and then it starts getting your blood going. Also remember sunshine, morning sun especially, but sun in your eyes, touching your face. Actually, there's a gland behind your eyes that gets stimulated. So sunshine, it's a natural antidepressant. So just little tips and tricks that help us all. So you've got love coming too. I think the main thing is you got to focus on money and your finances, because that's what's taken the biggest focus here. But it's big money and either a return or big money and big love. So let's do the pendulum. So you guys pause if you have to, but you can ask a yes/no question, and then and you don't want to change it after I let go. Hold on, this looks caught. Huh? What is going on here? Uh-oh. Okay, my pendulum is kind of stuck. Oh, I might not be able to do the pendulum. Okay, you guys, I do the pendulum in the shorts too, so check out the shorts if you like the pendulums. I don't know. Okay, so you can ask a yes/no question. Don't change it after I let go, and then we'll go through the zodiacs. So you and the person on your mind. Let me see. The answer is no way. Did that work? I hope that I hope that flowed right, because looks like it may be a little caught. I know we'll have to work on that before the next reading. So let's do, if you are dealing with an Aries, I feel like you're on the other side of my every breath. Leo, I still feel your energy around me. I never believed in these things before, but now I do. Sagittarius, can you let go of the past and forgive me? Can you trust me again with your heart? Okay. Cancer, if you're dealing with a Cancer, I wonder if you still think about me. How do you feel about me now that you've had time to reflect? Pisces, we're too different. That's why I'm with someone similar to me. Scorpio, if you're dealing with another Scorpio, time has brought me clarity about us. That is so weird. Why am I doing you guys right now? It's not your turn. I just realized that. Interesting. Okay, so if you're dealing with the Scorpio, time has brought me clarity about us. I made the wrong choices. Taurus, would I be rejected if I contacted you? Do you still want me? Virgo. Oh, looks like we got the deck switch. Check it out. We got the wrong deck here. So this says spend time alone. Quiet introspection is needed. And we did get that in the advice position. I believe we got the 4 of Swords. So here's confirmation. Disconnect, relax, turn off your electronics, and just be. We'll do a spirit, what are they thinking thought card too. I kept up a facade to the world. You always saw past that into my soul. So that's Virgo. Capricorn, I couldn't go against my family to be with you. Okay. Let's do Libra. If you are dealing with a Libra, their hidden thoughts and feelings. Everywhere I go, I look around as if you'll magically be there. Gemini, I didn't realize I loved you until it was too late. I'm so sorry. Aquarius, I'm coming to you with an offer. Wow. Aquarius, we had a ton of offer energy. Ace of Pentacles came up twice. So it says, I'm coming to you with an offer. Will you say yes? When I offer you my hand, will you take it? Pretty crazy. All right, there you go. I love you guys so much. Let's talk in the comments. You've got something major coming through, and money don't stop. Looks like somebody difficult or challenging, negative energy is being cut out. So you just keep going. Also, it looks like after that, love's coming, but your focus should be on Pentacles right now. Okay, I love you guys.